It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Luck, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday. Welcome to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. Where Babs and Miss Lissa be plotting on dressing alike during the day so they don't tell me what to wear.
Imagine that. The girls just sometimes are on the same frequency. We're sorry that, you're from New Jersey, so it's a different fashion frequency there. So you and Joe Budden probably wear the same things without you even knowing it.
No.
And Babs and I were both from New York. People always think I'm from Brooklyn anyway. So we dress similar.
That's dumb.
Similar.
That's dumb.
Hey, Overflow. Hey, Brina.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. You already know what to do. Share the love, share the live. It's time for your favorite dish. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with the legends, Lady Luck, Babs, Bunny, and yours truly, Miss Lissa. Today, we're going to teach y'all some things, baby. Today, we're going to learn all about financial literacy. Some of us need to learn how to save money, deal with money, and invest our money, cryptocurrency, all these things. If it makes no sense to you, then it makes no dollars. So Lady Luck has one of her homeboys coming in today.
Well, it's more
like he's an R&B thug. It's giving
Let's
Johnny
go. Let's go.
He definitely came ready, okay?
Let me get my glasses. Man.
My man buffed his cranium, brushed the beard, and he is on time. Please introduce yourself, sir. My name is Miss Lissa. You already know Babs, Bunny, Lady Luck. We want to get to know you.
Okay, yeah. So how's everybody doing? My name is King. I am the founder of American Financial Literacy Organization, and look at Luck with her bust down. We gifted Luck that. Let's go. Yeah, I'm the founder of American Financial Literacy Organization, and we help entrepreneurs and business owners develop and create high-ticket offers and get them 100% financed. We also teach you everything you need to know about debt and how to use it strategically to build wealth, things of that nature. So we're committed to bringing financial literacy to urban America, and I'm super excited to be on this call with y'all today.
And you gave Lady Luck a watch. We missed that. Did you see the Hublot?
Show them the drip. Show them the Cartier drip. Let's go. Now, Luck is family. We've been rocking together for a long time, so we're happy. We're actually doing some trucking plays together, so there's a lot going on that we'll go into on this call today.
Are you from New Jersey as well?
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Are you from New Jersey as well?
I'm from New York. Based in Miami right now, but actually used to live in Jersey in Fort Lee for a second, so very familiar.
That's where we at. But a lot of people say that they got money, or a lot of people say they can do certain things, and in the field that I'm in, I meet a lot of imposters. So when I met King, I tell you one thing. I mean, when I'm with King, I don't even have to have a wallet. When I'm with King and Steve and them, they take care of everything. But besides that, outside of the chicken head part of Luck, they have taught me so much about financial literacy. What up, Saya? And then now what he's doing is offering funding for artists. So, Saya, I'm glad you in here. We don't need no bag from nobody else anymore. That's the most interesting thing right now for me on the table. And then we could get into the trucking.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everything else. But as of right now, please explain to us the new venture that you guys have where artists can get money to fund their own career.
Absolutely. So we partnered up with AGA Agency. Shout out to Mac and Ray's. We partnered up with AGA Agency to help artists get the funding and the resources they need to be able to push their career forward. So AGA, I actually met them through Master P years ago. Obviously, they've been working with Luck for many years, but they are super connected in the industry. We got a couple apps right now in the App Store with Fabio Foreign, Jim Jones, Trina, Big Boogie, and a few other celebrities.
Got an app with Drummer Boy too, right?
Drummer Boy as well, absolutely. And the list, and, you know, and there's so many more in the pipeline. So ultimately now what we're doing, so we do financing at a very high level. We're able to get artists primarily anywhere between 50 to 250,000 for their career. Obviously, there's certain qualifications that they need to have in order to get the funding. But the beautiful thing is that it's not connected to your masters or your publishing or anything like that. Like, we can help you get the funding that you need to move your career. And then obviously with AGA Agency, they help you get the looks that you need. So whether it be radio promo, blogs, etc., you can work with them to get that done. So it's a super exciting partnership, and we're excited to be able to do that. And to give you some background on myself on why I'm even interested in that in the first place. So both my parents were in the music business. My father was a vice president at Capitol Records. He signed MC Hammer, Brian McKnight, Tamia. My mother is a two-time Grammy-nominated singer. So, you know, I've always been interested in the music business specifically. But obviously, I know from a behind-the-scenes standpoint the ebbs and flows of the financials that go on in the music space. So I've always been interested in how we can, you know, help artists to be able to take their careers to the next level without having to, you know, leverage their image and likeness and things of that nature. So, you know, super excited to use our product to bring it to the industry.
So, question. Now, my homegirl Jazz, she's in the comments, and Jazz is in LA. She had she raps, she's dope, she knows everybody. What would Jazz need to do to sign up to get funding, or every other rapper and artist in here? I just said that because that's my guy. What would they need to do? What's the first step, and how does it work?
Yeah, so essentially the only thing you need to do is go to Experian.com and download your credit report. We'll let you know from there whether or not you are approved for funding. As a matter of fact, if you guys want more details on how you can do that, I'm going to put an email down here that you can pin, Luck. So you can pin this at the bottom if you want. And if it goes through, so essentially you can just go ahead and email that email there, and then you'll get an email back on the different details that you need in order for you to be able to see if you get the funding. Pre-approvals happen within 48 hours. So if you don't get if it takes a little bit more, we're working with the bank. So I'll give you just a little bit more detail. Like, we work with the banks, like we broker deals with the bank. So primarily, if you have all the funding qualifications we need, then within 48 hours, you're going to get the approval. If not, then we have to kind of go in what I consider to be like the depths of hell when it comes to the banking industry. So that may take a little longer, but in that particular regard, we'll let you know. Generally speaking, we don't even charge you anything unless we actually are able to help you secure funding. So it's really nothing for you to be able to do it. If you get approved and you move forward, then we work together. If not, it's no sweat off anybody's back.
So, King, my next question is, somebody dope like Miss Lissa. Miss Lissa does everything under the sun that is legal. So what
about
like, she has an up-and-coming clothing line, and besides, it's doing really well.
It's already coming. God bless you, everybody. We don't do the up-and-coming. God is already blessing us. It's continually growing. It's not up-and-coming. It's already there.
Let's go.
It's already here.
Let's go.
How can we add blessings to it, though?
Okay, well, we're working on getting in Macy's, but somebody like her who's not putting an album out, but, could always use extra funding for her clothing line and for her business venture, what would she do? The same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to give you guys some ways that you can kind of bypass certain things. So obviously you can go to Experian and download your credit report and send it to that email that's pinned at the bottom here. If you need any details, you can just go ahead and email that email that's pinned at the bottom here, and we'll shoot you out exactly what you need to do to see if you are approved. If you're not approved, you can use co-signers too. So if you know somebody who has the qualifications that's needed, then that person can be used to help, you know, basically work with you or partner with you. Another thing that I was telling artists as well, I mean, if you guys really want to run up a bag quick and you have fans that are already working with you, that already love you, then you can run a promotion where 5 lucky fans have the ability to get involved in your career. But you know what I mean? Like in some aspects of your career. So you can do like a little contest or do a concert where you aggregate your fans together, and then you choose 5 that get approved at the highest levels, because we go up to 250,000, and that, you know, you can get up to $1 million in funding, and this funding doesn't take more than 30 days to secure. So right now we're actually working with some artists that are doing that. So one guy in particular that started working with AJ last week, I mean, we met with him, super excited. He already got approved. One of his co-signers got approved for 50,000, you know, and he just got in last week. So, and he wants to get more. So he's bringing us more people, and we can get them all funded. We want to get them all funded, you know. So if you already have a fan base, then they might want to tap in with you. You know what I mean? And if you don't, then you can get somebody who believes in you, or you might have the qualifications that's needed in order to make it happen. You know, if you don't have the qualifications, we're going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to get the qualifications. You know,
Yes.
so 'cause for us, the main thing is for you to have financial literacy. You know, so this for us is the most important thing. You know, there's some things that I want to kind of go over with you guys now that I think are very important. Because, you know, if you don't mind, if I could share some financial information, can I do that, or is that boring?
Please, no. Our fans, we love money. Our supporters of the show, we all love money. So please explain to us all how to get more money, because I need to hook you up with Babs after this, because she has Queen of the Ring, the #1 and first female battle league in the world.
Fire.
And besides that, for her being a hip hop legend as well. And so
Fire.
explain to all of us how we all could get a bust down.
Let's go. All right. So basically, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is that we have to change our philosophy on debt in general, especially in our community. For me, that's really the biggest problem that we have. Like in our communities, you either have people that have good credit and they're scared to use it, or you have people who they don't care about credit at all. So they have horrible credit. And that's pretty much the scale that we have in our community for the most part. See, so the entire American economy is based on debt, right? So even if you're an artist and you go get a record deal, like that is a debt deal. The only difference is you're not using your credit score, you're using your publishing or your masters, and you're leveraging your image and likeness in order to get a loan against it. And if you default on that loan, then, you know, you're basically owned by someone else unless they decide to cut you loose. Like, and so ultimately it's kind of like there's ways around that though. Like you don't need to leverage your intellectual property in order to get funding. You can leverage certain funding criteria that exists within just the natural scope of American finance. And it's important for you guys to understand, because the banks themselves, like, no matter what people tell you, like the banks are not racist, right? Like I used to be completely homeless. Now I, you know, live in a $1.7 million condo, drive Ferraris, Rolls Royces, all kind of stuff, you know. But it's kind of like, it's like I used to be homeless 10 years ago. So the only thing that changed was that I really understood a whole different philosophy on how money works. And if you're not in the debt game, or if you're not in the debt game, then you're not in the financial game. You know, the entire American economy is built on debt. As a matter of fact, we just printed 33% more money during the pandemic than we had even 2 years ago. So it's kind of like the world, you have to play this game. And the reason why this is important is because the banks, the reason why I said that they're not racist is because the banks, their business model is to lend money out, right? Like that's how they make money. They make money lending money for mortgages, your school loans, whatever the case may be. Like these banking institutions, this is how they make money off the interest of your loans. So you need to build your credit profile in a way where you can then secure those loans that they're giving to you. The better your credit profile, the better your interest rates. The more history you have with the bank, the more loans that they're going to give you, right? So there's really no, like, you don't need to get somebody else to invest in you or your clothing line or your battle league or your music career. You don't need that. You know, not if you are financially literate and doing certain things. You don't need anything. You could just go take yourself and work with a person like myself to go ahead and help you get all of the money that you're capable of getting. And then you can finance your own stuff. And you still have, and once you get your stuff to a certain position with your own funding, you then have alerted enough people about what it is that you do at a high level that you can go ahead and get private lending from other people. So to give you an example, even this trucking deal that we're doing with Luck right now, you know, we just got this company because we're doing all of their financing. So everybody who comes into their company that doesn't have the money to buy a $180,000 truck, they're coming to us for the funding. So we're already doing that. We just got 2 people approved for them for $250,000 last week. So that's $500,000 in a week that we've gotten for this company. But then we got them a private lending deal at $1 million up front with up to $100 million on the back end once they meet certain funding criteria. But in order for them to get to that point, they needed to first, you know, have skin in the game. They needed to first, you know, put trucks on the road and make them successful. So my point, the reason why this is important, no matter if you're an artist, a musician, whether you're starting a clothing line or whether you're, you know, have a battle league, like the first point of entry for your business always needs to be you putting your own skin in the game, you putting your own money on the line. So you can do that without tapping into your bank account. You can do that by creating a credit profile for yourself, working with somebody like me or going to a banking institution, getting a loan from the bank, using the bank's money to blow up your project, right? And this is the reason why we have companies like AGA Agency that we're working with, because we're kind of helping you fast track that, right? By working with industry vets that have all the relationships that are proven in the game, et cetera. So we're getting you the money. You're working with AGA Agency. You're getting all of the blog placements and radio placements and events and things of that nature to get your brand out there. Now you've built a solid brand. Now you can go ahead and get private lending from, you know, people who want to invest in you. And now you're not getting investors for 100,000, because if you guys do what you need to do right, you know, you shouldn't be trying to get investors at 100,000. That's too low. You know what I mean? So like when a record label is buying people's master or giving them advances and buying their image and likeness for 200,000, and we think that that's a good deal, like that's not. Like I just got two different people 250,000 from the bank last week. Like that's quick. But because we not in the debt game, we think that 250,000 is a lot of money. You could get 250,000 on your own to finance your own thing. And then when somebody buys into your project, they should be coming in at 100 million, 50 million, 10 million.
I like numbers right there. And like Dr. Lycan said, the money loves us, we don't love the money. So basically now with AFLO helps you to achieve the money. Now AGA Agency, they're the ones who I work with as well. They get you on the radio have record pools that they work with all the blogs and radio stations as well. So an artist get funding with you and then work with AGA to push their music and get their career going further.
Absolutely, yup.
It's a one-stop shop.
One stop. You know, and that's.
I have a question.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Two things. One, initially you were saying that banks aren't racist, but they not racist, but they are banking on the fact that they don't expect Black people to have the knowledge. So that's why it's very important for us to have these kind of conversations and for people to know what's available to them, because they don't expect you to know, and they're not going to just tell you what's going on. But my other question is, though, even though you do have certain knowledge, is it not true that a Black man can get a loan for a house faster than he can for a business? And if he does get that loan, they'll try to increase the interest rates, which is why you're like kind of promoting private lenders, which is more of us going to us and pouring into us. No?
Honestly, no. You know, I'm gonna be real. Like, most people are not gonna get business loans. I'm just being honest. It doesn't matter what color you are,
Okay.
or whatever the case may be. There are certain qualifications that your business has to meet in order to even qualify for a business loan. Just off the gate, you have to have a business that's been in operation for more than 2 years. So if you ain't start your LLC or corporation 2 years ago, then you're not going to get the loan. And then the better the interest rates that you want with the business loan is going to have to be with you having filed taxes on your business and then having paid those taxes, right? And then that means you know what I mean? Like, then they're going to ask you for bank statements, and right, and then they're going to verify those bank statements. Or for those of you that believe that you could manipulate your bank statements to get business loans, whoever told you that is cap, because right now they doing Intuit. And you going to type in your username and password to your Chase account or wherever bank you work with, and they're going to verify everything that you put on that bank statement, right?
And if not, you're going to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Like, what do you like? Anything
Yeah,
like
it's
when you
not.
come into business with unclean hands, then you're going to get what you're just due. Like, you want to always have, integrity behind your business. So something that you did mention and something that I'm big on is ownership. So how important, like when you're talking about the criteria for these loans or for the money that you were speaking about in the beginning, how important is it to have like LLCs or to be incorporated? Is that a part of the criteria that they're looking for when it comes to the funding?
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, like, if you want to get funding fast, you know, today you probably gonna have to PG everything. I'm just be honest. PG means personal guarantee. You know, like, a bank is gonna look at what, they got, and I tell people this all the time. They got 300 million potential lenders, right? So they're not thirsty for any of us to work with them, right? Because they got people applying every single day. So I tell people all the time, the bank is pretty simple. Like, when you first coming into the game, they're going to say, listen, we'll lend you the money, but you got to PG it, personally guarantee it. And you can personally guarantee it in a couple of different ways. You could put your asset up, whether it be your house, your car, whatever, your jewelry, whatever the case may be, and they can give you a loan against that. Or you could personally guarantee it with your credit, period. You got to understand that your credit is just a lending mechanism, right? So it's basically, they want to know, they look at your credit score. And that's why I said it's not a racist game. I want us to get that out of our head, because you made the best point. You said that they're banking on the fact that you don't know the information. So the racism really comes in by them promoting you bullshit information that they hoping that you follow. But once you
It's
end up
like when
working
Malcolm
with,
X said, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. They don't expect you to read. They don't expect you to seek knowledge. They don't expect us to have these kind of conversations to help each other build. They expect us to be haters. They expect us to be crabs in a barrel. So we have to continue to break those stigmas. So it's like, it's only racist when you fall into the stigma and the ideologies that you don't need to learn these things, that we all need to learn it. Like, I hear
yeah.
feedback when I talk to. Every time I'm gonna mute. So
No, we hear you
Well,
fine.
let me just say this real quick as far as the racist stuff. Well, I can't speak from that end, but I have felt, you know, just recently I went to the bank and, you know, they was questioning me about what, like, what is my money for? And I just felt offended. I just was like, excuse me? And like she came out and she was like, yeah, my manager wants to know, you know, what is this money for? And first of all, I was appalled. I was like, what? None of your business. It's none of your business. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll be real. They asking everybody, they asking everybody the same questions. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
didn't. But if I'm not asking you for money, why are you
Right.
questioning me when I'm just
Oh, okay, I got you.
depositing a check? It's
Right,
none of
right,
your
right.
business what this money is for. You speaking to 3 different other people, they whispering, going in the back office, looking at the check. Yo, bitch, I'm trying to make a deposit.
For
So
sure.
because of my skin, because, you know, I'm the only one in here like this, and y'all looking at the check, and and she really asked me, what was the check for? It's none of your business. Bitch, it's for crack.
Yo, they
Can't deposit it now? It's for crack, so I can't deposit it.
It's because, you know, with everything that's happening, they just have to protect their money, because if they're taking your check, they have to make sure that it's going to be a credible check and that's not going to bounce back.
No,
so I do understand you being offended, but it probably was a large amount, and you are an entrepreneur. It's not coming from, you know, it's coming from wherever it's coming from. So they probably, you know, just wanted to, you know, make sure that it was.
Yeah, if it was under 10,000, if it was under 9,999, then yeah, there was no reason for them to ask. But if it's over 9,999, they're gonna ask. It don't really matter, and especially if it's not something that you do regularly. You know what I mean? Like when I first started depositing big checks in the bank, like I had a lot of problems. I mean, not problems, but like questions. You know what I mean? But then once you deposit 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, like after a while it just becomes normal. The transactions become normal.
That happened
So
to me.
like,
They actually, we went towards the end of the day. They closed they locked the bank. We're sitting there. They call everybody. They have, you know, but again, dealing with a check over, they making sure I'm not in here doing the wrong. So
yeah.
but
No, I was gonna say it's just
Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. If the check bounce, the check bounce, bitch. Don't ask me what the money is for. It's for drugs. It's for drugs.
They asked me, the first asked me who wrote the check, they was like, so like why write you out the check? He's my boyfriend. Put the money in the account. But anyway, so really quick, giving funding.
There's some kind of feedback. Y'all don't hear that? It's only me?
Yeah, I was on too, so I guess everybody.
I'm on mute, so everybody mute when you're not talking. Let's see if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if how do I do that? Oh, let me.
There we go. I think King is the one messing us up. No, basically, King, before we get you out of here, we're going to run through topics. You're more than welcome to stay if you want to. But basically, so if you're interested, ladies and gentlemen, in getting funding for trucking, because that's what we first got a part of. Shout out to Dr. Lykin. I know he's going to hit you up as well. And Jazz says she want to do a dump truck business. So basically, if you're looking to get funding to get into trucking, which is passive income, you could hit King up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, are you there and you're rapping, or you want to put your project out, or you're looking for funding for your business? AFLO is there as well. Basically, they're just getting funding, and if your credit is not where it needs to be, which is beautiful about AFLO, is they help you acquire credit and help you teach you how to clean up your credit report so that you're able to get the financing that you need. Am I correct, King?
Absolutely, and I'll say this. Last thing I'll say is that for those people that don't have the credit, which again, I don't want to go through all the qualifications here because once you guys email that email below, we'll be able to take a deeper dive and understand how it works. But like ultimately, even if you don't have the qualifications, the quickest way for you to be able to get the bag is for you to aggregate people who believe in you. You know what I mean? Everybody on this thread, whether you're a listener or one of us that's speaking, we all know people that have whatever credit qualifications that are needed to get things done, that believe in us. And if they're willing to, if they believe in you and you believe in you, you know, we'll help you get the funding you need. And once, yes, and here's the beautiful thing, is the last thing I say, once your stuff is actually working and things are going where they need to be, then that's the other beautiful thing about AFLO, is we have those bigger relationships to be able to take a person or a company that's operating at maybe 100,000 to $1 million and get them the funding and resources they need to go from $1 million to 10 million or 10 million to 100, you know, because we have different lenders that work with different people based on where they are, different businesses based on where they are. So we look forward to working with you guys. If you guys have any questions, definitely tap in. Luck, that watch is looking fire on you, girl. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm loving that.
I
I like that watch too. I need one on my phone. We gonna talk. I'm gonna hit you
Hey,
up.
yeah,
We got
let's
some
tap in,
business
ladies.
to do.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Babs calls me.
Appreciate you.
I just gave her insight onto where the wealth is originating and helping us. So, King, we definitely appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. This live will be on my page, tag him, and y'all can follow. Let's all go get some money.
Let's go. Send it to me too, Luck. After this, send me a live.
All right, it's a bet. All right, thank you.
All right, bet. All right, thanks, ladies.
You know, when somebody got some money, they got a vibe with them. You know, I've ran into people who they were dressed in regular clothes, but I knew that they had money. So when I met King, I knew that he had money. It just smelled like money. The energy was money. And shout out to Big Tigger in the comments. And so, you know, it's a lot of money over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're rapping, you need some funding. It's a new day. Hit them up. Trucking.
It's a new day.
And if you need some funding and you rapping, Lady Luck can help you in more ways than one. If your friends are always doing this, whenever you play your music, or if they keep breaking weed up on your mixtape, let Lady Luck help you. She has music placements for so many different platforms, from disco songs, rap songs, you name it, she can get it played. Just email thegreatestentertainment@gmail.com for details. Subject line, ooh, they don't want to hear my music, but you do.
You wild for that. But no, we got a lot of shows out now. Now we always wearing the sunglasses, Tigger. This right here is my line. Miss Lissa got her line. You know, I'm gonna send you some stuff, Tigger. I got CBD. We got everything, Tig. I'm gonna hit you.
Tig, what's good, Tigger?
Definitely. Yo,
Tigger, who's our favorite other host? Tigger, and who he rolling with, huh?
Yo, Tigger. And the funny thing is, I know we're not supposed to listen to R. Kelly, but that Move Your Body Like a Snake was hitting this weekend. Okay. I was listening to Move Your Body Like a Snake. I did the whole R. Kelly hour driving down the highway. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to me. Okay. Kells got hits. All right. So shout out Big Tigger, my brother. He really, really rap and really, really be freestyling. So
no, he really, really does. And speaking of R. Kelly, there's a lot of controversy, we already know, with R. Kelly, but most recently there has been some information leaked by the lawyers. It was shown during the trial, where exactly like we were talking about last episode, there was a mother that coerced her daughter. She helped her. She said, when you go to this R. Kelly concert, put your titties out. When he look at you, wink. When he look at you, she was like, bite on your finger. We gonna get this man. And we just want to point that out as well, that yes, R. Kelly has issues, but the parents need to be held accountable as well. There were a lot of parents that put their children out because they wanted a come up. So we just want to point that out. How do you ladies feel about this information being leaked? At this time, I can't pull it up, but we know that it's out there. You can always go to our Instagram page, the BEC Show on IG, and check out some other information in the Insta story.
So one time I'm in the club and I'm standing there, and then this girl comes and she turns around, she starts twerking, moving her ass and all of that on me. And then the girl next to her like, yeah. And then she leans over, she was like, yeah, you like my daughter, right?
nah.
Yo.
Nah.
I can't make, man, I live a wild life, man. I can't even make this type of shit up, man. I couldn't believe it.
So did you like her daughter? Yes or no?
I did not like her once I realized that her daughter was in the club with her mother, and like so.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm in the club with my mother all the time. All right.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't want to holler at her because she was in the club with her mother. And her mother was trying to line her. No. No.
Good. Now I ain't got nothing to say on that forefront. I just feel like I said from the rip, 30 years is excessive. So R. Kelly, hold your head. I pray that he's out on acquittal. You know, pray that he.
Speaking of excessive, there's a comedian on Instagram. His name on Instagram is Druski. Too funny, and some people think that his comedy is excessive. Right now, I think that this clip is excessively funny. He has a talent show that I think he copied off of Lady Luck because he lets people come on and showcase their talent. But celebrities also pop on in our next clip. He's listening to Chloe Bailey, and we're going to take a look, and then we'll give our feedback in a second.
Girl, you about to cry?
I've been a lot of places. Let me sing.
Hell no. See, that's why they beating on that door. They like, girl, shut up.
Nah, bang on Chloe. Nah.
You've been a lot of places, but Could Have Been Records ain't gonna be one of them.
It was the for me. How do y'all feel about him coming for Chloe Bailey? We know she can really sing, but you know, it was a comedic moment. How did y'all feel about that? Do you feel like he should have allowed her to finish singing?
Nah, that was hilarious. I love the way he did it because he banged on Chloe. Chloe was there playing. You know, I'm sure they got a good rapport with each other. So shout out Chloe for being a good sport.
Babs, how do you feel?
I really don't care about that topic.
Well, B. Simone did care. She went to his comment section and she said, "You are so funny. I never thought you were attractive. Never thought you were an attractive human. But the funnier you are, the cuter you get." And because B. Simone came for Druski, I guess he got his own set of fans. His fans came for her, and they said, "What we never going to do is forget this clip." How do you feel about B. Simone and her rendition of Aaliyah, More Than a Woman? Oh, no, not that one. More Than.
You give me bits and pieces. You trying to blame me when I don't even know the reason. I think
We don't need the whole thing. I just want to know how y'all feel about the fake Timberland. People, his Druski fans said, "Bitch, we're not going to let you get away with this." Okay?
I love
It's
that.
been a long time.
Funny.
We should have left you without this clip to step to. How do y'all feel about B. Simone and her reenacting this Aaliyah video and it resurfacing? Do y'all feel like she did a good job? Did y'all like
Let me know.
Did y'all like the Timberland?
I thought, for a split second when I first saw the clip, I thought it was Aaliyah. I ain't even gonna lie, for like a split second. So shout out B. Simone. Hey,
Yeah, she bodied that.
yeah, she's just having fun. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of angry people on the internet nowadays. You know, shout out to everybody having a good time. B. Simone a cutie too, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, she is good.
Well, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. If you like us and you want more, make sure you are following us on Instagram at the BEC Show. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you really do support us, we love the badges. We appreciate you showing up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please continue to show love on the YouTube channel because we're going to be moving over to YouTube very, very, very soon. Okay, yep. So help us by helping grow our subscribers over there.
And shout out Sean. Happy belated birthday, Sean. You better get on the phone with me and music for this TV show.
I know that's right. And I don't have the list.
Oh, okay. We don't have the list.
No, I literally just went to a couple of pages. What happened to Babs?
I don't know. I'm bringing Babs up right quick. So promote your brand while we look for Babs.
In the meantime, in between time, make sure you head to Miss Lissa Knows after the show, where you can find out more information about me. You can get these glasses, this hat, and so much more. Enter the code BEC, and you will save some money. Yeah. Now back to you, Lady Luck.
All right, well, what else is going on out here today? Well, Babs was at an event this weekend. You want to touch on that right quick, Babs?
Yo, no, night of main events, the Dons, what's good? First of all, let me say shout out to URL for putting on an amazing battle event this weekend. Night of main events was a really good event. Shout out to all the battlers that touched the stage. But the final battle was Swamp versus JC, and they was battling for $120,000. All right, and they went at it. So shout out to JC, who won $120,000, who told me that if he win, he was gonna take me to Jamaica. And so I'm on his line, like, yo, what's good? And then after the battle, he said, oh, Swamp not gonna go home broke. So I'm like, how he not gonna go home broke and you taking me to Jamaica? So don't give him my Jamaica money, all right? That's all I'm saying. So shout out to Swamp, shout out to JC for putting on an amazing battle, and shout out to all the battle rappers that touched that stage. Night of main events, and it sure was a night of main events.
Speaking of main events, there was a man this weekend arrested, and he's hit with a murder charge for throwing a woman out his apartment, but he threw her out the window. And he called the police and said, I threw the bitch out the window. Now, I'm not sure if she in the surveillance apartment at 1009, him and his girlfriend was arguing, and she was pacing in the hallway. Her body was found. She was pronounced dead. Okay, it's not funny no more. She was pronounced dead at 6:30 a.m. They got into a physical altercation at his apartment. And when the investigators took him with the questioning, he said, I threw the bitch out the window.
I hope they throw the book at him. I know that, it's nothing like spiritual justice. So we already know that God is going to handle that man, because vengeance is mine, said the Lord. But it's very sad that people can't, we can't always be emotionally driven. We got to learn how to, think outside of whatever you're feeling in that moment. Like, that's just, it just sounds ridiculous to me.
Bunny? All right, one of the most interesting things I ever saw was when you go to a rap concert, and we always have a way that we feel about rap concerts and black people saying the word N-word and their music. What up, Free? So right now there is a video going around. Shout out to everybody who performed in London at the Wireless Festival. And one of the people who had a great show was Roddy Ricch. But this happened while Roddy was performing. All right. So just in case you guys missed the part, she snatched the nigga soul in the Cash App, and it looks like a sea of our Caucasian brothers and sisters singing this particular song. So how do you ladies feel about that?
I mean, we have to blame the music at the end of the day. Like, they can't do the radio edit version. If he put the mic to the crowd, they got to sing what they were supposed to be singing. So, I mean, at the end of the day, there was a time where, there was a balance in the system. There was a message in the music, even down to a song called The Message. So it's like the more we, drift away from the music that's going to help us to be better, and we continue to highlight the music where, we're using certain words and things that's not going to help us to build as people. I mean, it's cool for what it is, but at the end of the day, I just miss the balance. I'm not saying that we need to completely get rid of that kind of music, but what happens to when there was a message in the music where people were actually you had to be a lyricist. You can't just get on and just say whatever and make it sound like it's I just miss that. I just miss where music had, you know, a message beyond the BS. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I wish we had a balance in the system. Because even Jay-Z said he wanted to rhyme like Common Sense, and then after he got the check, he never rapped like Common Sense. So it was like even he wanted to be more, and I think that he in a full circle moment now. You know, you can't continuously rap about being a dope boy for the rest of your life. So even T.I. said that he can't rap the same way anymore. But I just wish, you know, we could highlight more people that aren't always saying BS.
Bunny?
I mean, it's the music, it's the song. I don't think them people in there was like on some racist stuff. They was there, they was hyped, they was lit. They, you know, and what can you do? You know?
Like if we had more songs where, you know, we were calling each other's kings, queens, and if we just changed the word, then I mean, it would just be different. I'm just like, you know, at the end of the day, it was a time where, you know, we as the people, we create the culture that we want. Back in the day, men had to dress a certain way to get women. You had to move a certain way. You had to open doors. You had to hold yourself at a certain standard. Women were a different kind of, we were ladies, and just it was a different standard. And the music reflected that. Now it's like it's becoming normal to, you know, speak ignorant ways, and your clothes are hanging off of you, and if they're not hanging off, they too tight. We wearing the same size jeans. Like no one wants to open doors. So I just feel like, you know, if we were to just start adding more value into the life that we are living, and we highlighted more positivity, then the music will reflect that.
Yeah, there's been an uptick. Shout out Green, right? There's been an uptick in fans running on stage, and just, you know, not attacking the artist, but, you know, you've had videos of young little baby, he always is protecting his security team. They real nice at it, but it's a lot of people doing that. But as we switch gears, there is a new trend going outside, and ladies are using their womanly fluids as perfume.
I need to know if anybody else knows about this. I just recently learned about vabbing, where you stick your hand up and then you dab your essence in certain places where you would put perfume, and it acts as like a heightened pheromone for attraction. And if this is not written in any romance book, it needs to be. Like someone needs to do it.
Okay, I don't know if I am here for vabbing. Ladies, how do you feel about vabbing?
First of all, if I hug a bitch and her neck smell like pussy.
Ain't that
your
strong,
neck,
Jay?
why your neck? Your neck? Why do your neck smell like vulva? Like, why? Nah, B. I shouldn't even smell like that's just too much. Like, nah, I thought oysters was supposed to boost that. Like, bitch, eat an oyster. I don't want you finger popping yourself and then dabbing it on the side of your neck. Like, what type of games are we playing here? And if I hug you and you smell like pussy.
But when Boomerang, they said that. Remember, she said, pussy, 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 pussy. And that's what Strong like J was. Strong J was supposed to smell like her juices.
Oh, you're right about that.
That's what it was all about. In real life, I mean, all jokes aside, there are pheromones in the juices that is supposed to attract a man. Now, I'm not telling you to dab it on anybody, but I do want to tell you, ladies, y'all need to drink more water, because y'all don't care. Well, you ain't dabbing nothing, because I was at an event the other day, and when I went into the bathroom stall after the girl, I said, girl, you need to drink more water, because it don't smell right, okay? So whether you dabbing it on yourself or not, if you wiping, you got to wipe from front to back. You need to drink more water. Y'all need to add more fruits into your diet, and y'all don't dab nothing that smells like sewer water, okay? Don't do it. So just make sure that you taking care of yourself before you dab anything, okay? That's what I want to say. Everybody should get a bidet, and y'all need to just take care of y'all bodies. Y'all sometimes y'all sweat already stink. Why are you dabbing anything?
Whoa. Well, I don't know.
Okay, this is somebody gotta say that. Somebody gotta tell the girls.
Well, shout out to
y'all stink. Some of y'all girls stink.
Shout out to all the young ladies that eat a lot of pineapple and the young ladies who they're clean enough to do things like that. And speaking of the vulva, shout out to Nicki Minaj. A lot of people saw her performing and they said Nicki getting chubby. But Nicki's not chubby, she is pregnant. So congratulations to her and Ken on their second baby.
Well, she might have been trolling in that video because she said, I'm not fat, I'm pregnant. I mean, I said it wrong. I'm not pregnant, I'm fat. So, I mean, you know, it's Nicki being Nicki. So we just, you know, if you are expecting another baby, Nicki, we congratulate you. And if you just get fat, baby, you eat what you need to eat. You do what you need to do. But again, I just think that we should all be our best selves, and our best selves is when we're putting good foods and good stuff into our bodies.
I don't care how much pineapple you eat. Don't be sticking your fingers up in your vulva and then dabbing it on your neck. Don't listen to luck and be like, oh, yeah, girl, go get some pineapple chunks. You walking around smelling like pussy, bitch, and you stink. I don't care how much pineapple you eat.
But some people like that. Like, hold on. Can you go? What are you still doing out here? Why are you still here? Why are you still here? Go in the room because Babs is talking about vulvas.
I just know.
Babs talking about vulvas. Now, it's some people that, you know, after they, you know, give their girlfriend, you know, their mouth do, they like to do this because they like that smell. So
yeah,
to each his own.
That's what. But you know what? Yeah, but nah.
He's like, I miss her.
Nah.
That's some young shit. That's some young shit.
We gotta.
You ain't grown walking around all day. That's when you young. And you like, oh, smell my finger. And that's not even for you. That's for other people. So that's proof. That's like having a receipt that you hit. That's all that is. That ain't for you.
Do we have a chit topic today?
Well, speaking of hit, I found a picture that I do want to show y'all, okay? This woman looks a little hit in this next video. It kind of looked like Wendy Williams might be in the next Jordan Peele movie because she needs to get out, baby. So a friend to the show, comedian and also social media creator, Daniel Jean, was at the birthday party for somebody from New Jersey, I believe. I'll get the information in a second, but he posted a video because he was out with Wendy Williams, and I want y'all to look at Wendy, okay? Because I was hoping that what they were saying was rumors, and maybe they were just trying to keep her from her show, but baby, she looked like she needs to stay home.
Hot shit, Jimmy Snooker of the top rope, super fly shit, yeah. Now this the hot shit.
She looked, them eyes, look at her. What's happening? Is she rolling? Baby. We want to send our prayers out to Wendy Williams. That was not a cardboard cutout. This is not Thriller Part 2. It's not a Jordan Peele movie. She really was outside for Will the Boss. It was his birthday, Will the Boss. And shout out to him. I saw that video on Daniel's page. How do y'all feel about Wendy coming outside?
Yo,
looking like
I'm not laughing at Wendy. I'm laughing at Lissa. Let me make this clear because Lissa is fucking hilarious. So that's who I'm laughing at.
Yo, young,
but
we need you on the show, Young City. Stop tuning in. We need you on the show. Go ahead.
So Wendy, like, listen, man. Wendy done been through so much these past few years. It's crazy. And so, listen, she alive. She outside, and that's all that matters. It's a lot of chicks out here that be outside looking crazy, and they ain't Wendy Williams. So shout out to Wendy.
I just sending Wendy good positive love and energy, and I pray everything. Wendy stuck up for Luck back in the day, so there will be no Wendy slander coming from Lady Luck.
Okay. Well, quick chit-chat topic. I mean, it's kind of similar to the man who didn't want to buy a cheeseburger for his baby mother or her children. So a woman took to the gram or to some social media platform. I wish I could pull up the video, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick synopsis. She wanted to know, is she wrong because she was paying for a family vacation with her boyfriend, not her husband, her boyfriend and their children, but he was upset because, including him, she's paying for him and their children, and she was not paying for his child with someone else, and she wanted to know, is she wrong? Now, y'all go figure that out. I'm going to see if I can pull up the actual topic that I wanted to do, but I do want to know, how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about someone going out of their way? Because it's different when y'all separated. So y'all together, whether y'all married or not, y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all have children, he has a child with somebody else. Is she wrong for not paying for that child's ticket?
I mean, I don't know the situation. Every situation is different. I don't know what happened with her and the other child's mother. You know, I don't know if she even liked the other kid. Like, it's just all different kinds of situations. So I'm not off the rip gonna be like, oh, she should have paid for the ticket. Like,
and I feel
so I don't know.
And I feel like as a man, since you had that was your responsibility before we got together. I feel like if you want your child to go that you have another woman, you should pay for that child. Bottom line, like if I'm paying for me and mine, I don't understand why I have to pay for, you know, a child that you had before us. Everybody's walking around with sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like my sister's in the comment. She's not wrong. Now my mother's saying she is wrong. So I'll deal with both of y'all after the show. Cause my mama, she into the big time Jesus. You know, she got like the super Jesus pass. You know what I mean? Me and my sister, we just got, you know, we got our gold card.
You got general admission. Your mother got VIP status.
Yeah, my mother, you know what I mean? So, but, I feel as though like with me, you know, if I got it, then that's one thing. But if, you know, we live in modestly and I'm paying for our family and paying for you, sir, you pay for your child to come along if you want your child to come.
Yeah, she said that she wanted him and the child's mothers to pay for that child if they wanted that child to go.
No problem. No issue with that.
I feel like if you have it, then flaunt it. Girl, I know you want it. Like, stop playing. Like, if you have the bread and you could do that, then I feel like why go out of your way to make that child feel excluded if you could bring them along.
How does she make the child feel that way if she not having a conversation with the child? If I'm telling the other parent I'm not buying the ticket, the kid don't necessarily gotta hear that.
But the child know they didn't go. When they go see their siblings, they're like, yeah, and then we went and we did this and we did that. All you know is that you wasn't there. You don't know the circumstances.
But I wouldn't go then. Like, if somebody, listen, man, I'm not dealing with nobody who don't mess with my child, and that's just it. So at the end of the day, if I was dealing with the person and they like, yeah, I'm not paying for your kid, I'd be like, I'm only paying for mine. I'd be like, all right, well, go have fun. That's it. Ain't no beef, and I don't feel entitled. I'm just like, yeah, we're not doing that. You're not gonna invite me. That's why I'm like, I don't know what the situation is. Period. But you know,
the father should pay for the child. This is what I've had, and me being a lady who likes ladies. I dealt with women who had children before. It's just too heavy for me. I mean, men, y'all been doing this from the beginning of time. But as far as me and I'm concerned, I'd just rather have a clean slate, because if the baby father's there, we got to talk about other people's children. It's just too much for me. You know, I'd rather just mind my business. So, you know, shout out to my little young thing. We're going to start a family together. You know, I am so happy. Like, I was talking to them this weekend. I just really feel sorry for straight women and the things that straight women have to endure. You know, like, this is a full headache to think of.
My thing is that I don't expect anybody to pay for my child. That's why I'm saying it depends on the situation. That's all. I'm not like, oh, you take me out, you gotta take out my kid. I ain't one of them type of crazy chicks. But things be happening for all kinds of reasons. And sometimes people be like, oh, well, it's the kids, so nothing should matter. Like, yo, every kid ain't likable, B. I've been around some kids I did not like, yo. So at the end of the day, why should I reward this badass kid and get them a ticket to Disneyland or whatever? Leave that little nigga home. We trying to turn up.
I got
like
reminded about what you was doing before we got together.
Here's a quick question that's been going around on social media platforms. So it's a tweet that has gone viral. It says, if you're coochie good, but my family don't like you, guess who gotta go? My family. Do y'all agree? Would y'all allow a good woman or a good relationship or great sex to come in between you and your family? Would you pick your partner over your parents if that was the potential issue?
Shout out to my best friend, my mother watching right now. Yo, what's going on? Yo, I'm gonna hit you after the show too. Y'all make sure y'all follow Third Gears. It's super dope. I'm just so thankful that this year and last year the pandemic has really introduced me to some great people. So make sure y'all follow Third Gears. That's my guy right there. The number 3. I've done it before. You know, shout out to my mother. We dealt with that before. I would never do it again. I was like 21, 22 years old. You know, this person, and nobody liked them. None of my friends liked them. Nobody around me liked them, but they knocked my head off. This was young luck, you know. my head right round. You know what I'm saying? One night, me and her arguing outside the house. And she yelled something to my mother. My mother yelled at her. And now everybody yelling. She told me, she said, get in the car. Come on, let's go. Get in the car. I said, I can't leave. I can't leave. My friends is out here cursing her out. My mama and my dad and my sister in the window, they cursing her out. Sex might not last. Things change. You're absolutely right, mother. So I learned my lesson at 22 that I can't do that, you know. And I appreciate my mother trying to get along with the girls that I've dated since then. But now she had my head sprung. I was young, you know, and I can't never do that again.
Listen, like I said, every situation is different. Now, for me, I'm not picking nobody over my family because I have a great family. Everybody don't have a good family. And then people would be like, oh, you chose them over your family. Well, if your family was effed up, and you got a good person that walk in your life and get all the leeches off of you. Because some people got family members that's like leeches. They all on them. Just keep asking them for shit. You know, want them pulling, sucking their energy. Now, if you meet somebody like me, okay, that wants you to preserve your energy, I might pull you away from the leeches, the sucker blood suckers. And they might say, oh, that's messed up. You chose her over your family. Well, what kind of family are you?
No, I'm out of here. I gotta go.
So at the end of the day, sometimes you could be in a bad, your family could be bad for you. And you need somebody to come around and to pull the wool over your eye. You know, blow the smoke away. You're just so used to being sucked on. Pause. You're so used to it. All right? So you think it's normal. It's not normal. Period. So that's all that I'm saying. Every situation is different. And I'm here. I'm coming with my cape on, baby girl. All right? We gonna fly up out of here. Goddamn leeches.
I never want to somebody from their family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not into that. Like, what a girl I was with, her son was living with her mom. And I said, well, I want him to live with us because I don't ever want somebody to grow up and be like, you're the reason my mom was there. So I'm never the one who makes people, like, choose between me and your family. I'm never doing that. Like, if your family, for some reason, don't like the God, then I'll back up. You know what I'm saying? My sister said she did it with her hubby. I don't know what she's talking about, so I'll call her.
Yes, pull her up. Yes, pull her up so she can explain.
That's what I'm saying, Libra. Pull up. Because
what
at the end of the day, I'm telling you, every family is not a good family. Some people they families hurt them. They take advantage of them. They use them. They always complain. Don't come to me complaining all the time about family members and then be like, oh, it's family over everything. Bitch, you depressed. Your family got you stressed out. You mad depressed. You always crying. You don't get along with your sisters. You don't like your aunt. Your brother's on drugs. Like, yo, come on, man. Shit get real. I'm not, listen, I'm the breath of fresh air out here. Get up out of this pit of hell.
Well, there you have it. Babs Bunny is here for it. Lady Luck is it.
She said what she said, and I definitely I do agree. Sometimes our family is full of, you know, destruction and people that, you know, do hold us back, and we have to create boundaries. I learned that over the weekend, baby. I love my grandmother. I love my uncles, my cousins, and everything, but it's very important to create healthy boundaries and not allow yourself to be pulled and tugged all over the place in the name of family. So I do agree about that.
Family could be very toxic. I'm telling you. I done met some people, they've been at war with their family. Like crying, the thieving ass sister that took your clothes and shit. Like, come on, left the kid, ain't come back. Bitch been gone for 2 days, you stressed out. They keep asking you for money. This person lights about to get cut off. This person need this. Like, come on. We can't even go on a trip because you paying everybody else's bills.
All right, we're going to stop now because my baby was on because a lot of my family was calling for money. They always call for money. I turned my phone off. It's to the point now, like, I you know, God has helped me in my life. I'm in a different point in my life than I've been for a very, very long time. I don't even post my wins anymore. Like, I don't even post nothing in my story or nothing because people, when the more stuff you post and the more people feel to what you're doing or entitled to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a shame. Like, I don't even post dinners no more. I don't even be posting nothing no more.
Oh, but then the family try to make you look like the bad guy.
I know.
They try to make you look like the bad guy when you ain't the bad guy. Like, y'all the bad people. Y'all are the bad people. How am I the bad guy? Hello?
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 You mad because you can't get no more money? You mad because you can't get a ride? No, she's not driving you nowhere. No.
Can somebody pick me up from the airport today? I mean, if you watching this show and you gonna be in the New Jersey area, we don't have to be family. Come on, this is how you figure out who really down for you when you need to get picked up from the airport. Okay. Now, this was an amazing show. Shout out to our guest King for helping us with financial literacy, for helping us to understand that there are so many things that we can do to add on to our business to get some financial backing. Lady Luck, how do the people get in contact with him? I think it was like Steve Rays at something.
So email Steve Rays, RAZE, at the AFLO.com, or you can follow High Ticket King here on Instagram. The information, I think it's in my bio as well, but DM me if you want. But it's the AFLO group, AFLO. So find AFLO here on Instagram. I know they out here getting people money. Hey baby, my baby in the queue. They get this watch to get down.
And now your cousin's gonna call you. You be like, I don't brag, I don't tell them about none of my wins. 2 minutes later, look at my Rolex. Look at my Rolex.
They were like, yo, look, we got a watch for you, you know, to welcome you to AFLO. I was like, all right, cool. And they gave me the watch, and the first place I went is to the jeweler. Hey, what's going on? Is this on? Is this on? I'll post any videos, anything, you know, so shout out to them. But yeah.
No, I love it. And again, everyone is very important to have ownership, to understand money. So if you are having issues with financial literacy, if you need some financial coaching, some financial backing, if you don't remember anything that Lady Luck said, just remember to follow Lady Luck. And there are some posts on her page. You can always DM her and she will send you to the right people. Don't forget to also show love to the first lady of the streets, the first female battle rap league owner, Brooklyn Babs. And don't forget to subscribe to their YouTube page. What they got to do, Babs? Let them know.
Go to YouTube, Queen of the Ring Artist on YouTube. Also, VOD for Queen's Court is out right now. I need everybody to get ready for prom night. Announcements to be made soon, but it's about to be a lit situation. Also, let me just say this as well. If you meet somebody and their family is toxic, run. Run. Now, if you okay with it, because some people okay with toxic, because they could come from toxic. So some people think that that's normal too. But if you're not okay with it and they're okay with it, run. Because you could meet somebody and they not okay with it, and then y'all could work on getting out the situation. But don't pull me into the toxic. I don't want to deal with it at all. I don't want to have to fight your cousin, your sister. I don't want to have to do none of that. I just want to chill. I want to go to your mother's house and eat the good food that she cooks and have good conversations. I don't want to deal with the ratchetness over the pity pat game or the spades game and the cousins is fighting and everybody fighting. I don't want to deal with that no more.
Yo, my mom is still on the other thing. She said, remember, get a job. A man that does not work, the Lord says, should not eat. So she's
amen. Okay. And you can help me eat by going to my website, MissLissaKnows.com. 100% of the proceeds go to a black baby named Brielle, and you can help her eat as well. Enter the code BEC, and you will save some money on your purchase. And if you just want to go to the website to learn more about me, you can do that as well.
And remember, if you let them feed you, they'll starve you. So don't get too comfortable and letting somebody keep telling you, I got you. Because when they ain't got you no more, what you gonna do? So it's cool. You can have me, but you got to have yourself as well. So remember that.
And Jay-Z already told you it could be worse. Put a little in the baggie, a little in the purse. You got to take, if they giving you, you got to put a little bit on the stash, okay? Every grandmother has.
My father
that's why you got two bras, okay? Two sides of the bra. One is, you got a stash. Keep a little stash for you, okay?
My dad said, if you don't have nothing to bring to the table, then take care of the table. Period.
Amen. That's another topic we're going to talk about, because a lot of women don't want to work and y'all looking for this man to take care of you. But what you forgot is even back in the day, they wasn't home doing nothing. It was called a homemaker. So if you're not making a home, then you need to go find a job, okay? That's cooking, cleaning, providing safety for the children, education, a meal. It's a lot of things to do. It's called a homemaker. It's not called a homemaker, okay? Don't be at home hoeing, looking for rest all these things to be given to you, okay? You got to add something to the system. You got to put value back into the system. What Dad is saying is 1,000% true. And bless Donna Lee, we know you're going to always give the people a good word. And that's why we love you, okay? It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, baby.
Yeah.
Often imitated, never duplicated. We the only talk show with 2 songs, baby. Play that song, Lady Luck. Hit us with that funky music. You heard?
We love you too, mommy. Bring the beats. Thank you to everybody.
Love you.
Okay. My shorty shouldn't buy badges. Baby, don't buy no more badges. Just give me the money. Because if you spend the money here, I got to split it with them. All right?
Yeah, keep buying badges.
No, baby, give me the money.
We all need Rolexes too. Shout out to AFLO, you heard?